The Holy Gospel according to Luke. So John summoned two of his disciples and sent them to the Lord to ask, "Are you the one who is to come, or are we to wait for another?" When the men had come to him, they said, "John the Baptist has sent us to you to ask, 'Are you the one who is to come, or are we to wait for another?'" Jesus had just then cured many people of diseases, plagues, and evil spirits, and had given sight to many who were blind. And he answered them, "Go and tell John what you have seen and heard. The blind receive their sight, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised, the poor have good news brought to them. And blessed is anyone who takes no offense at me." You know, it's interesting to think about John the Baptist's role in spreading the gospel. You see, he was the forerunner to Jesus, and he doesn't get to be selected as a apostle. He doesn't get rewarded in the human sense. I'm sure he received rewards in heaven, but he ends up being beheaded instead. And so he had his particular role to play, and he played it, and he was faithful in it. And yet, though in his mother's womb, he responded to the presence of Jesus in Mary's womb, he's not 100% sure here whether Jesus is the one. And so he does the practical thing. He sends out his disciples to inquire directly of Jesus about this. And of course, Jesus gives him a response that's filled with evidence, right? He talks about how he has been curing diseases, how he's been cleansing people of evil spirits and giving sight to the blind. But at the end of what he says, "And blessed is anyone who takes no offense in me." And so it makes you think, what about the people who take offense in Jesus? We know certainly that people that we didn't expect or that we wouldn't expect to have taken offense at Jesus certainly took offense at Jesus, right? The religious leaders of his day, rather than embracing him, saw the things that he said and did and set out to have him crucified. So certainly they must have taken offense at Jesus. And how sad that is. How sad that is to think that people who thought they were religious leaders in Jesus' day not only did not recognize who he was through the actions and works that he did, but even set out to end his life. And so I can certainly understand when Jesus says, "And blessed is anyone who takes no offense at me." And my hope and my prayer for us for this day and always is that we would be counted among such people. That if Jesus were to come back today and we weren't 100% sure if this person was Jesus, we thought maybe he was because of the things he was doing, as John the Baptist did. My prayer for us is that we would recognize the Son of God and take no offense at him. Amen.